All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we are back again. Different type of video. So it's been a long time since I've done anything chess related on the channel. But this one came into my head this morning, and I'm like, dang, I think this would make a good video. So, for those who do not know, I have been on the chess scene for like 5 or 6 years, and I've actually managed to get pretty good and managed to get some games against some like really well known people, and none greater than D Hikaru Nakamura. So for those who do not know Hikaru, he's like kind of the face of chess, not the world champion, but like a consistent world champion contender, widely regarded as one of the best blitz players in the world, one of the best chess players, period, in the world. He has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, among other things, right? So he's top 20 player in the world, has been as high as top five, and like on online sites like chess.com. He kind of just has dominated the competition for years. So I'm going to take us back to a couple years ago. So this is actually going to be 2019. So as of right now, it only feels like 2 years ago, right? Because it's still 2021. But actually, this is going to go back to the second semester of my freshman year. And as you can see right here, March 4th, 2019, 7:26 p.m. Okay. So back then, I was a menace, right? Like I still am, but back then I was a menace. I'd get home, I'd quick do my homework, right? And I'd hop on the chess grind for like 4 hours. That's just how I was, right? So, so basically, how I got this game, right? So there's this thing in chess, on chess.com. It's called Arena Kings, right? So this is basically where, if you stream and you like play this tournament, you get like the top 8 people get like money. I think first place was like $500, right? So Hikaru, he's about his bread and he's also about streaming. So he's obviously going to play, right? And then you have like a load of GMs and stuff playing, right? So I personally, I knew I was not going to place top 8. And at that time, I didn't even have anything to stream with. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to play. It's a great opportunity to get a game against these guys. And now, as I've progressed, I've kind of become a little more scared, to be honest. Like nowadays, if I was playing Hikaru or Gotham Chess or any of these guys we'll get to later, I would straight take a dookie in my pants. But back then, I'm 14 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm a menace, right? Like I embrace the challenge. I still do, but like I really embrace the challenge. I'm like, I want a game against Hikaru, right? So what do you know? So I'm playing myself, and mind you, I'm not like trying specifically to get a game against him. I'm just like, if it happens, it happens, right? So I'm playing on my computer. I got his stream in the background, right? I'm just jamming to it because once again, like I'm a menace. I can't just play chess. I got to be listening to something too, right? So I'm listening to his stream, and I'm playing the tournament. I actually think I'm doing pretty well. I definitely was doing pretty well if I got a game against him, right? So I just like finished a game. I queue up. I pull his stream in the background. I see he just finishes a game, and then what do you know, right? Like I look at my screen and I'm playing Hikaru Nakamura, and I'm freaking out, right? I'm like, there's just no way. So okay, I don't know if I don't know how much interest there is in looking over the game, so I kind of show what happened briefly. So basically, that happens, right? And I hate to admit it because it's not exactly cheating, but I had to leave the stream on in the background. In all justification, it didn't really help me at all because first of all, there's like a 15-second delay, and second of all, he's like Hikaru. It's like he's like saying poggers and stuff. He's not really commentating, especially when he's playing somebody like me. So yeah. But like I remember him opening the game. He's like, all right, we're playing an NM. Let's just play, D4, right? So my mindset going into the game, be as solid as possible. Like don't get, 5-move checkmated. Let's just play as solidly as possible, right? So we have this opening. I'm chilling, just developing my pieces, castle, right? And then he plays this move, kind of like binding all my pieces down. So I'm like, let's get that out of here, right? Play B6, break apart his pawn structure, okay? And I keep doing the same. And at this point, like black has what's called like a space efficiency, right? Because like white's pawns are taking up a lot more space. So whenever there's like kind of that space efficiency, what you want to do is you want to trade pieces, right? So I was like bishop a6. I'm not even sure that's the best move. That was my mindset in the game, right? So take, and also because I'm playing Hikaru, I'm like, let's just trade pieces. Let's get down to let's get down to an end game. Maybe I can hold something like that, right? So it takes. And by the way, this was a 3-minute game. So 3 minutes for each side straight up, no, bonus, no nothing. So yeah, that happens. All right, I go queen c8, rook a8, and then trade everything and go b5. We just shut it down, right? I'm like, okay, you know what? At least now I know I'm not getting checkmated in the next 3 moves. So he starts maneuvering, knight b3. So he's looking to play a knight here. So I cut that off with my bishop here. And then once again, I'm like, let's keep trading, right? Get these bishops off because I have less space. Let's try to trade pieces. And then, yeah, basically what ends up happening is my position gets totally bottled up, but also it's not too easy for him to get anything going. So I play f6 once again, and then I contest the f file. So yeah, I'm definitely a little bit worse here, maybe much worse, but I'm surviving, right? Now he goes knight a5, rook a6, takes, rook f1, all right? And here's the moment of truth, okay? Because one thing, I don't know if anybody's noticed already, but like I said, this is a 3-minute game. Hikaru has spent 29 seconds to play the whole game so far. This guy is a different breed, okay? He's different, right? And I have spent, what is that going to be? 3/4 of my time so far. So the next move, I was actually trying to play the best move in the position, which is queen e7. This was the move I was trying to play because it helps protect what's going around my king. And also maybe there's a chance later I can infiltrate on these dark squares, right? So I tried to play queen e7, but what do you know? I mouse slipped and played queen f7, right? So this goes back to what I said earlier, right? So he just takes my queen and I resign. But this goes back to what I said earlier. I had this stream in the background, right? And after I played queen f7, Hikaru starts making this face like the spazzing face, right? And his whole chat is going pog or like what a clown, like bozo, all this stuff, right? And I'm like, there's literally just no way that just happened, right? So I guess that's the story of the time I played Hikaru. Unfortunately, it ended that. Obviously, I would have lost this game anyway. I'm not stupid. After this, basically, the thing about the position is that it's actually hard for White to kind of break through. I think White eventually has to do this, so sacrifice a piece, and then basically, or maybe even knight takes. Basically, use these 2 pawns to promote and win the game. But it's not super easy for White to break through. But I can do literally nothing. Neither of these knights are doing anything in the game. So I would have ultimately lost the game. But it was just unfortunate it ended that way, and I had the whole chat roasting me. A lot of them were dude was actually doing well until then, which is probably true. But because Hikaru was straight just duking on people before he ran into me. Not to make it sound like that, but yeah. That, unfortunately, the way it ended was a mouse slip. So yeah, I accidentally moved my queen 1 square too far to the left, and yeah, you just took. So that was an unfortunate way to end it, but it was still a really good experience. I can, say I played Hikaru, which is always, cool. I had, once again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I have a lot of other games against, superstars, well-known people. And I'd be more than happy to share some of those if the interest is there. We'll see what the view count and like count and comment count is at. But yeah, appreciate y'all watching this video. Let me know if you want more of this type of content. And until next time.